touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
24-yard gain on the play.
I know it looks like fun to guys like you and me. We're up here in the booth, and everyone watching on television, but are you kidding me? In the snow, that type of a play, in the cold, you know that had to hurt to make that play.
And this, Matt, he didn't make a snow angel while he was down there. Opportunity missed.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Quick pass out to Miller. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Haskins. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
8 yards.
It doesn't take a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. This is intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
That's the end of
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target.
Jackson's pass.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
That's good.
But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Ebron. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 15-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A first down carry now for Miller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up
offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington.
complete.
Terry McLaurin, 85 yards. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Steelers, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember.
It's caught inside the 25.
They should have put a stamp on me in the line.
Touchdown, Steelers. Robbie Anderson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown.
His kick is good.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of. The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
This is Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
The ball carrier.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that'll...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
And sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Anderson. 16 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Is a turnover on downs.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Kick is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
This Washington 20. Steelers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
At the 25-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But now it'll be third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Montez Sweat. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And this is caught at the 8. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, and this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Jackson. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A quick pass out to Juju. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Juju Smith-Schuster. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
47's the mark, boy, 47.
Here's Jackson. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster.
Jackson's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here's Jackson to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, Miller. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On second down, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They go play action with Jackson. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Brings up second and 4 at the 14-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Connor. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. Second and goal.
4-yard line.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up second and goal.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Out of the shotgun, Haskins escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Jones. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Running on first down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple. And it's second down.
39-yard line.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Patrick on the tackle. It's a gain of 20. First down, Washington.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
It's a gain of 5.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
They go back to the ground with Jones. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Washington on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson, Ebron with it over the middle. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
39-yard line.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Lamar Miller. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Lamar Miller.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
17-yard
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
47 Mike, 47.
Play action. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys. Perfectly, got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey. 4 down.
Off the play fake. Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Oh, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down.
3 down.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down, and he connects with Ebron. But he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Carrier. The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
4-7's the mic.
And they'll give Miller another crack. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. That's out to the left and complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Give to the fullback. This is Watt. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, we'll likely put an end to this thing. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And down he'll go at the 25.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire 2nd half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the 2nd half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Washington, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.